Hello, Star Wars Galaxy of Hero players. Okay, then. SWGOH here. Don't interrupt me, Trench. Gee, how rude. SWGOH here. And I'm actually talking about, obviously, Admiral Trench. Some teams that can work. Well, not really many teams, because, yeah. Okay, excuse me, Mr. Click, click, click. You keep clicking while I'm talking. Anyways, seriously. But there's not many teams because there's not many Separatists. However, there could be possibilities some other Separatists coming out, and maybe some that might get touched up in the future to become Separatists, or should be at least. So, let me get into it. So, Admiral Trench came to the game. If you guys want to really read into his kit, that's fine. He's going to be a Territory War Omicron character with his basic lead and... Wait, was it unique? I think it was unique. Yeah, it's unique. He's like super... I don't know. I feel like if it was just me, I'm probably just going to slap the leader on him and then just say, okay, guild, there you go. That's all I'm going to really do. Like, man, you just keep interrupting. I'm leaving your page now. Click, 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 click. Every time I tried recording this, he never did that. Now he's doing it. Anyways, so yeah, Admiral Trench doesn't have a lot of teams to go with. Like, when they revealed him, these are the 5 characters that he suggested to be with. Except there's some problems with that. Aside from really Dooku, all these characters are used by various other teams. So unless you put Dooku with Nute Gunray and Jango in a Separatist team, which, that does pull Jango, with like Droideka, Nest, or who knows, there's no real place for Dooku, but Nute Gunray is also thrown in Grievous teams. Wat Tambor is thrown with a lot of galactic legends. Like in 3v3, you got the Jedi Master Luke combo with Jedi Bastila and then Wat. You got Jango Fett with Mandalorians. And I actually like him with Mandalorians because he hits pretty hard when he double taps after Kander starts applying all those dots and multiplies those dots. There's that. Jango also is played with Bounty Hunters. I also like him with Bounty Hunters. Ventress just Night Sisters. Since Trench's Omicrons are Territory War, you could argue just to throw Ventress in there. There's also the fact that there's some non-synergies towards Geonosians, but, non-separatist droids with Trench, which, I'll go in here. Let them click at us. Anyways, there's, like whenever, let's see. Yeah, because he does a lot of stuff with tech and extortion, so Wat and Newt. Yeah, when non-Geonosian separatists gain stuff. Let's see, where's the non-separatist droid? Oh, that's in the Territory Wars. But a lot of the stuff, and it has some other stuff in there, but he could still work with some droids. Like, you still get Droideka in there, getting some boost to his lead. So there's a lot of opportunities for some teams to work with. But all these characters, like, I'm not pulling them away from the teams they're currently in. Except Dooku, he's just a loner, so I might throw him together because he got the stealth mechanic going on. So this is kind of the team I might throw together, and if it's not Nute Gunray, I might put another Geonosian in there, and if I'm using Nute with Grievous. So it's kind of hard. It really is hard to figure out which team you want to put him with. So, people will play. I'm sure on LT101, he'll be testing this character once he comes out, because he's probably going to push for him, because he's said in his reveal, the kit reveal on his video, he's excited for this character. Ben Solo was meh. The Scythe was meh. Trench, I'm going for him. I'm going for him too. I'll push as hard as I can. Now, I do want to talk about one thing before I get into it. There is a character that could potentially come out because it's the 20th anniversary of Star Wars: The Clone Wars 2003 series, a little cartoon series, and that is Dirge. Dirge has a chance to come into the game. He could be he'd definitely be a bounty hunter and a scoundrel, but he could be separatist because he fought a bunch. He really was glad to team up because he hated clones. He hated clones because the clone and host was Jango Fett, which is a Mandalorian. And he also hated Jedi, Mandalorian, and clones pretty much, and he loved fighting against those. So that could potentially be a team down the road. They might just wait to send out Dirge down the road. They may unlock them as a new unique type of event, or who knows? Maybe they may save Dirge for the new Legacy event this year. We don't know. I'm hoping that they bounce between canon and legends every year, so at least we get some legend characters, canon, legend, canon. That's what I really would like to see. But there's some opportunities there. Also, Dirge, I feel like, also has some potential of soloing. He should have some soloing potential because he did fight alone a lot, up until Clone Wars at least. He could also have some synergies if they bring in the IG Lancer droids. So yeah, and I've done a video on this. I'll put a link in the description below. But yeah, that's kind of my thoughts with it. So we might see Dirge, as well as maybe some other Separatist heads, or just Separatists in general, come into the game. Maybe Newt Gunray's little partner, I forget his name, but yeah, the other Newt Gunray lookalike. But yeah, that's an opportunity. But there's two characters I feel like that could actually come into the game, or be added as Separatists. And that is Cad Bane and Embo. If they want to make Jango Fett that's a bounty hunter that was just for hire, work with the Separatists, why can't they make these two? And yes, I know there could be argument for some bounty hunters with Empire, but we're talking about Separatists today. And the reason why I'm saying this is both Embo and Cad Bane, they've worked with Dooku to try to capture Palpatine. Why are these two characters not, and I mean it, not Separatists? And then they'd also have their payouts. Like, let's look at their payouts if they would be too broken. Let's see. His payout, he gains the elusive strike, so he would actually go from, and then let's see. Embo takes a bonus during scoring a critical hit, and then he obviously can't take consecutive, so he'll throw his helmet and then regain his protection with a Separatist leader. So yeah, that would actually be a really good use of Embo. He's not really used anywhere right now, and that would be a good place to put him in. He worked with Separatists. He's also Hutt Cartel, so he could still work with the Hutt Cartel, of course. But I think the best Hutt Cartel team right now with Jabba is with Chrysanthemum, off and on Lando, Boba Fett, Bosch Leia, maybe Gamorrean Guard, the Mob Enforcer, reworked character. So those kind of characters will work. You could still see Embo in Jabba teams, but this would give Embo an alternative home, especially if you don't really have Jabba the Hutt. Like me, I don't have him yet. He is my next GL I'm going to farm. I know I'm going to go for him before Lord Vader, but I'm okay with that. There's some reasons for it. But Embo could definitely have some potential. And then, of course, Cad Bane, if he started out with his payout, he gets 25% evasion and then inflicts thermal detonator for 2 turns on attacking enemy when Cad Bane evades. Can't be evaded. Yeah, so it's not like that's going to be a broken thing to add. It's just going to make him Embo hit a bit harder because he's going to hit probably 2 times in a row a lot of the times. And he's going to, Embo will actually be able to, lose some protection, gain some protection back. And then Cad Bane is just going to throw some thermals here and there. So, in Cad Bane, you don't ever see Cad Bane in Hutt Cartel. Or even Bounty Hunters, really. So, unless he's that extra one because people farmed him and they just throw him in those, in GAC, those Bosk teams with Zam. Because they threw Omicron on Zam and it's Bosk, Dengar, Cad Bane, Zam, and some other Boba Fett's or something. But yeah, I don't know. That's my thoughts on Trench. What characters should be Separatists? What characters could come to the game? Let me know in the comments below. What would you do with Trench? What characters would you like to see come out that would work with Trench? Thank you for watching, and you guys have a phenomenal